Vietnam in a friendly by 3-0. Different class of opposition tonight, of course. Romulo, Ramirez, Marcelo, Ramirez, got the return. Ramirez in here for number one and scores it. Brilliant finish by Ramirez. One of the two holding midfielders breaks the deadlock. And the celebrations can start in Recife. Lovely return ball from Oscar. Delightful finish. 2 clean sheets in a row. We've conceded 8 goals in the last 14 matches. So China have got their work cut out this evening. Referee Roberto Silveira feeling the heat. It's not been the hardest game to referee at the moment, but the temperatures are certainly high. Brazil on the break with Holt, looking for Oscar. Neymar waits to the centre. Here it's Neymar. Can't miss. 2-0 Brazil. Well, he missed one earlier on with his head, but he was never going to miss that opportunity. China caught short at the back, left exposed. And Oscar unselfishly spotted Neymar and taken up a very good position square. Delightful team goal by Brazil. They ripped China to pieces. Holt so unselfish. The dummy run by Neymar. The gap to the left. Lucas left completely isolated. One touch to control it. The second to shove it beyond Zheng Cheng. And the 20-year-old has his second goal for his country. And Brazil are rolling again in the second half, and now the scoreline has a more realistic feel to it at 3-0. The question now is, how thirsty are Brazil for more? China's heaviest ever defeat, 5-0 to the USA in 1992. And you would have to feel at the moment, if Brazil really go for it, China might well find themselves. Brazil 4, China 0. Well, Neymar desperately unfortunate not to score himself, and Zheng Cheng had only just got back to his feet when Holt ripped one past him. This is getting cruel. 4 goals, 4 different goal scorers, and we've barely started in the second half. Holt, who got the winning goal against South Africa on Friday, scores again. 7 in 15 games now for him in the goal shirt of Brazil, and 5 goals in his last 6 games. It's raining goals in Recife. No wonder China was slow to come out for the second half. Maybe they knew this was around the corner. Excellent ball in, but you've got to defend that better than China managed there. And the expression on the face of the coach hasn't changed. He looked like that when it was 0-0. Hat-trick. Bit of history for the 20-year-old. His first hat-trick for Brazil. It was always a question of when rather than if. And he's had the hunger to get that third goal ever since he got the second. And inevitably, Oscar, heavily involved, again gets his head up, squares it, and Neymar again completely unmarked. This is getting embarrassing for China. Difficult to believe now that on Friday Neymar was booed by some of the Brazilian fans in Sao Paulo. The cheers have turned to cheers this evening. This is the sort of scoreline, the sort of performance that the Brazilian supporters were expecting. And Brazil, how they've delivered. And we still have 30 minutes to go. Leo Gianni, as if it couldn't get any worse. (7-0). Looked as though the chance had gone. It was bobbling away from Lucas. And Leo Gianni just tried to dive in and clear and mistimed the challenge. And it trickles beyond Zheng Chang for number 7. Sympathy offered, but it will still be hurting. Right, expect more changes for Brazil. Adriano. Foolish thing to do by Yu Yang. Marcelo wasn't going to get there anyway. And the referee perfectly placed to see that piece of cynicism from Yu Yang. So Oscar, who has been brilliant throughout, with a chance to make it 8 from the spot. And he does. The misery goes on for China. 8-0. Oscar, whose performance merits his name being on the score sheet, drills it into the corner. Turned 21 last Sunday, and that's a late birthday present for him. David Luiz will make